everybody.
Good morning.
So weather today, a little different than yesterday for those of you who were with us. So yesterday we were all incredibly warm, and today I have the shivers from being incredibly chilly. Thank you to our McLaughlin band. You guys have done an amazing job again this morning. Mr. Doyle, where'd you go? If you can have the students who just stood up for a photo, can you guys pop up real quick? Hang on, we'll do them and then we'll do the photo. We'll do the other group. Okay, if you guys can sit. All right, now anybody who took a photograph with Mr. Doyle with your instrument, can you stand up? All right, for those of you in attendance today, this crew is important for one particular reason. We took some of our additional adequacy money this year that we received from the state for our free and reduced lunch funding. We bought instruments. This crew has those instruments in hand, so we've been able to increase our complement tenfold over the years. So this is one school, but we have them in all the schools across the city. So Mr. Doyle, thank you for that work. You guys are good to sit. On behalf of the Manchester School District, I want to thank you for joining us as we celebrate another major milestone in our Priority 1 projects. Our projects will transform and dramatically improve learning environments within our district. Today is a momentous occasion for the McLaughlin Middle School community. I did see students peeking out the window earlier, so I'm sure hoping they're still doing that now. This is the second such official launch of a major renovation and addition to our schools. This work combines educational programming, staffing, and 21st century learning environments, or as I like to call them, the three legs of the stool. That stool provides the excellence in our schools. This work will continue to transform public education in our city, and we know healthy, thriving schools lead to healthy, thriving communities. This project at McLaughlin Middle School is another exciting symbol of our unwavering commitment to build a solid foundation so we are positioned for excellence, innovation, and opportunity for every student who walks through our doors. Before we begin our program this morning, I want to take a quick moment and recognize some guests and dignitaries joining us. First, I want to make sure we recognize the most important guests, our students from McLaughlin. If you guys can all stand up real quick. I'm absolutely thrilled that you will be able to see them share their talents and their thoughts related to our project. I also want to thank the elected officials and dignitaries that are with us as well. From the Board of School Committee, we have Julie Turner, Karen Sewell, Bob Baines, Jess Spillers, and Jim O'Connell. Joining us this morning from the BMA, we have Pat Long and Chrissy Cantor. I want to thank all of you for being with us. For those of you on day 2, thank you for your support. Your leadership and support has helped us to make this project very possible. Now, I want to give you a quick idea of what to expect this morning. We're going to begin with a presentation of the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem led by our students. After that, you're going to hear from our speakers, and finally, we'll make it official with our groundbreaking. I am very, very proud to introduce a group of our McLaughlin students led by teacher Ms. Samard, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. These students include Karar Abbas, Hector Rodriguez, Sammy Kimber, Olivia Paris, Damien Shea Sargent, and Russell Berquist. Guys good? Guys, the flag's right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we give them just one quick recognition? All right, if you could all remain standing for the performance of the national anthem by the McLaughlin Band. Thank you very much to both of our groups who shared your talents with us this morning. It's now my pleasure to welcome the first of a few speakers we have for you this morning. We are going to welcome a Board of School Committee Vice Chair and Chair of the Joint School Buildings Committee, Mr. Jim O'Connell.
Thank you, Dr. Camille. Hi, everybody. Thank you, students. That was amazing. Wonderful job. So thank you. And as Dr. Camille said at the very beginning, and it's said so often that sometimes it seems trite, but it is fundamental and important that all that we do is about the students. None of this makes any sense unless we're doing it to deliver the best education possible and to bring our students to the full fruition and the possibility of their lives. I'm very pleased, as I said yesterday, I was reminded that, my mother, who's passed some years now, her name was Peg. And it just happened to her as I was thinking about my emotions. I'm proud, I'm excited, and I'm grateful. And I thought, Peg, those are the emotions that I have. I'm very proud that we're here at this moment. This is a momentous day. These are momentous days for the city of Manchester. It took a lot of people to come together in order to get us to where we are today. The investment of $306 million in the infrastructure of our schools is a huge step for any municipality and any city. And in the state of New Hampshire, where this has been done, the city of Manchester, without direct support from the state in building aid, this is a statement by the people of Manchester, the citizens of Manchester, that they are invested in and committed to a great future for the city and a great future for our schools. So I'm proud to be here. I spoke yesterday, and one of the groups that I should have been more careful to pay attention to and to mention were my colleagues on the Board of School Committee, because we're, by nature, I think, we don't want to be self-centered and pointing at ourselves, but my colleagues on the Board of School Committee have worked on this project for now 2 cycles and have been there with energy and have supported it through what are often difficult decisions and hard decisions to make. So I want to thank my fellow board members for all the work that you guys have done, because it takes us all, as we all know as board members, we're a board of the whole, and it takes the whole board. I'm also grateful that we have members of the Board of Mayor and Alderman here today, Christy Cantor, Alderman Cantor, and Senator Pat Long, because we are, again, a city of one trying to move forward here. I think it's. I think that We just need to put in, as I said yesterday, an exclamation mark out there for the city. There is sometimes a narrative afoot in the state about, and a question about whether Manchester is fully committed to education, whether Manchester values its schools as much as surrounding towns do. So I don't really want to hear too much of that in the past, because the day that another school district, with great respect to them all, makes the kind of major investment at one go that Manchester is making, this isn't seen too often. That we can point to this day and say Manchester is investing substantially of its treasury, of its efforts, etc. Lastly, and also very importantly, I'd like to thank a few people, and I'm not going to thank everybody because it just wouldn't be possible, because it takes everybody. But obviously, the leadership of Dr. Camille has been central to this, and thank you, Dr. Camille, for bringing us to this point. Many superintendents and many leaders before you have, it's been a long time since somebody got us to this point, so thank you, and to your team for everything you've done. I also think it's important, there is a team that has been working on this directly for the last 2 years or so, let's say, very intensely. And that's the team that's going to be building this school and bringing it to fruition. And that team is SMMA, who've been the long-term planner, but now an architect as well. Left Field, who's our owner's manager, who looks after the interests of the school district. And of course, the construction firm who'll be building the project, which is Consigli. I'm grateful to your teams, and thank you for what you're doing, and we look forward to working with you to bring this great school to fruition. Thank you. I'm almost done, Dr. Camille, so I'm sure you're anxious to get me off the stage. But yesterday, another omission I had was that when I talked about the team, and sadly I don't see him here today, but Tim Clardy of the Department of Public Works. I talked about the cooperation of the whole city. We've had people like Josh Gagne and Tim Clardy and his staff in particular, but everybody, the fire department, the police department, I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning them, and the health department, the city. We've had numerous meetings where we've had city departments in the room all working together, and that's just, it's wonderful, and the public needs to know that. So I think I've gone on long enough. I'm very happy to be here and grateful to all of you for being here, and I'm excited to be here in maybe like a year and a half and be cutting a ribbon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connell. Coming up to the podium will be our second speaker, Chair of our Finance and Facilities Committee and former Mayor, Mr. Bob Baines.
Thank you very much. There's an expression, I'll be brief no matter how long it takes. I will be brief. But I want to call attention to the band, because I'm a band guy. I started playing trumpet when I was a young lad and played trumpet in the band at Memorial High School. But I switched to baritone horn, so it's the most beautiful instrument in the band. The baritone horn player, stand up. That's the most beautiful instrument. It's called the cello of the band. That was my instrument all through college and when I served in the Army band. So very, very well done, this band. Thank you very much for adding to this wonderful ceremony. I didn't forget anything yesterday, so I'll just say what I want to say. You cannot have a great city without a great public education system. It's impossible. Impossible. And we need to bring the leaders in our city together to embrace having the best public education system in the state of New Hampshire. We can do it by working together, but it has to be a team effort. What we're doing here today at Henry McLaughlin Middle School. By the way, Henry McLaughlin served in World War II, and he was a medic. And he actually treated my uncle, who was wounded in the Battle of the Bulge, and they became lifelong friends. He was a teacher in Manchester, he was a principal in Manchester, and superintendent of schools, and he nominated me to be the principal at Manchester High School West, and I served with him when I was on the school board 50 years ago. So it's an honor for me to be at this school in particular that's named in honor of that gentleman who was really one of the most outstanding leaders in public education for many, many years. So congratulations to everybody involved, especially the aldermen. You know, we are a team in the city. You know, without the leadership of the aldermen control our budget. They have to approve our bonds. So they were a key factor in getting us to where we are today, and they will be a key factor as we keep moving this city forward with making wonderful, wonderful project. Today is a symbol of that, and our students, for the first time when these projects are completed, will be able to learn in 21st century learning schools, not the schools of 100 years ago or 50 years ago. Schools that will be able to be conducive to teaching students and students learning in the best environment possible. Thank you, Manchester, and congratulations to all of you for being here today. It was an honor to be in your presence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Baines. So, Ms. Williams, come on up.
Good morning, teachers, staff, students, community members, Dr. Camille and her team, as well as esteemed guests. My name is Kelly Williams, and I am the proud principal here at McLaughlin Middle School. Today, thank you. Today is a great day in the city of Manchester, most importantly here at McLaughlin. Today marks the start of something new, but most importantly for our students and staff here at McLaughlin. Our student population is one of a diverse makeup of learners. Every child learns in their own way, at their own pace, with their own lens of what makes them successful. By having an updated building, new spaces, advanced learning atmospheres, and technology, it will enable students to access the educational tools they deserve to be their best selves. While many think the physical space of a learning environment is not important or as important as the engagement of a lesson, the intrigue of the curriculum, in middle school, the physical space plays just as much as an important role. We want students to want to come here and learn. We want them engaged in their learning, committed to their growth, and this project that we're about to embark on is going to give students and staff that safe, engaging environment. As a student of the Manchester School District, myself, a teacher in the city, and now an administrator, it is an honor to see what is about to happen for our students in our community. Thank you so much to all those who work so hard day in and day out on the little details of this project. Thank you, Dr. Camille and her team, for the continued support with the pre-planning last year and the implementation thus far. We are very lucky to have a leader who does what is best for our students and to maximize their potential and growth to better our community. Thank you so much for all the hard work that is going to be put into this. My staff and I look forward to all the exciting changes and the new chapter of learning here at McLaughlin. Thank you.
Huge thank you goes out to Principal Williams and her team at McLaughlin. We rolled up this morning to be ready to go, and everything was almost all set up. So a huge thank you to all of you. And if you haven't noticed, we also have the McLaughlin mascot popping around the assembly. To me, it was incredibly important to hold this groundbreaking ceremony while we still had school in session, primarily because I wanted to make sure we had students with us so they could play a part. Please give a warm welcome to one of those students, our next speaker, Dominic Cedino.
Good morning, teachers, faculty, and esteemed guests. My name is Dominic Cedino, and I am a 5th grade student here at McLaughlin Middle School. I have had a great year starting my career here as a McLaughlin Cougar, and cannot wait to see what my next 3 years are going to bring me with the construction of our building. Being able to have updated and new spaces for us to learn will be so exciting. McLaughlin is a great place with a lot of students who learn in many different ways. Being able to have new, bigger, and different spaces to learn in will help us all. Thank you for helping us have access to our learning, and thank you to Dr. Camille for having a vision, working so hard with all community members to make this happen.
So thank you, Dominic. You did a tremendous job, and I do want to note, right? People, I think, take for granted sometimes. It takes courage. It takes a lot of oomph to get up here and speak in front of a whole bunch of you adults. So You killed it. And I also want to call quick attention to one of the things I love most in my job is when I get to see families with phones pulled out, video recording, and the faces that they make. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the smiles. Thank you for the absolute joy I got to witness in all of your faces. I think Dominic captured it, the transformation these projects will make. I want to thank all of our speakers, Dominic in particular, for your inspiring reflections on our momentous occasion. I want to take a brief moment to say thank you to everyone involved in this project. From your ability to recognize the age of our buildings and the need to bring them into alignment with the 21st century learning, to the passion you bring to advancing student learning, your commitment to our district matters. I'm very much humbled and respectful of those who have challenged the status quo and sought to help us be a better and aligned learning community. I believe in our students, I believe in our staff, and I believe in our potential. I think you all just got to see a window into who we are. While we have heard from some voices who speak against this project, our data points such as college career readiness or CCR are trending in the right direction. We'll be reporting at the June 23rd Board of School Committee meeting, but just a quick note, we're seeing about a 10-point increase in that data point alone. We are building, literally on our positive momentum, and I want to offer a heartfelt thank you to our students and your staff for your work in this regard. I think we can still all agree, we have work to do. I'm going to draw us back to that 3 legs of the stool. We now have a vertically aligned curriculum and smart investments in professional development to support learning in our classrooms. We have lower class sizes, so we can maximize student-to-teacher contact, which we know is important to learning. We have competitive salaries, so we can recruit and retain high-quality staff. And thank you to all of you, we have an investment in a 21st century learning space as evidenced by this project, this groundbreaking here today. These items were not our reality just a few short years ago. In this short time, we've made significant gains, and I could not be more proud of our collective work. Thank you again to all of you here today who have believed in us. And now, I know you all want to get to the good stuff this morning. We are very, very close to the groundbreaking. And while I can't wait to get us into that dirt, I want to give you some guidance as to how we'll get all of this done. We have groups for the groundbreaking and photos. Please listen for your name and join your group at the designated location to my right. We will ask that once you have your photo taken, you move away from that location so we can move the next group in. Miss Barbaro, who is in the funky printed dress this morning, will be taking over the podium, so please watch and listen for her as she'll be guiding all of us in and out to get the photos done. Before I give her the microphone, I do want to say thank you. Thank you for everybody who is here today. Our students are always the inspiration for the work that we do, and you guys, as I like to say, are my bucket filler. I want to thank you and everybody here today who made today possible. Now let's get to it. A letter from the senator.
Good morning, everybody. I'll read this quick, because we're Dear students and friends, I wish I could join you in person for today's groundbreaking ceremony at McLaughlin Middle School. Please know that I am with you in spirit as you reflect on your long journey to today and look forward to an exciting future in your soon-to-be renovated facility. Thank you to everyone here today for the role you played in this important effort. I have always believed the school should be more than a simple building with classrooms and desks. It should be a doorway to new opportunities for information and education, and its thoughtful design should help students as they find their passions and forge meaningful, lifelong friendships. At the renovated McLaughlin Middle School, students will have the chance not only to learn in modern classrooms and shared learning commons, but also to engage in outdoor learning in a sheltered and secure internal courtyard. They will be able to focus on their studies in creative learning areas that incorporate new technology and prioritize accessibility and safety. I congratulate you all on reaching this exciting step of the project, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Jean Shaheen, United States Senator.
And then we have Allison Latain from Senator Hassan's office.
Morning. Excuse me. Dom is a tough act to follow, but I'll do my best. Dear friends, I'm sorry that I can't join you for today's groundbreaking with the Manchester School District's second groundbreaking in 2 days, but I join you in once again celebrating Manchester's bright future. For the next generation of Granite Staters to learn, follow their highest aspirations, and reach their full potential, they need to have a safe and engaging environment to challenge themselves, try new things, and grow. Your investment in McLaughlin Middle School ensures that students in Manchester will be able to thrive. With today's groundbreaking, you are once again showing children in Manchester that inside and outside the classroom, during and after school, there are adults looking out for their future. Thank you to everyone who made today's celebration possible. I look forward to continuing to work with you to roll up our sleeves and work together to build a better future for all of our children. With every good wish, Maggie Hassan, United States Senator.
Just a quick note, I'm seeing a head bobbing over to my right, Jason Bonilla, Board of School Committee member who joined us, and I love that you were over there bobbing, noting the number 2. So we are at event number 2, and I get to now say to Miss Barbaro, come on up so we can start announcing the groups.
Am I taking that?
Oh, yeah.
And where is Mr. Joel? Where is Andrew? And he's going to count you off, so we'll do it as a 1, 2, 3, ding. Miss Williams requested a very special shovel this morning. We have to get her a gold one.
No. I was told I was getting a gold shovel, and that gold shovel didn't show up, but they came and spray painted it. She's gonna be I'm ready for this.
Okay. Wait, ready? Andrew's going to count you up. 1, 2, oh. Give me a microphone.
1, 2, 3, go. There you go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. All right. Nice. Good job. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. One, 2, 3, go.
Now we will take Dr. Camille.
1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you.